Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be talking about my no-buy. So if you've seen my previous no-buy updates, I did not do so well with that, but I am starting over because I have reached the point where I don't need anything else, I believe. So I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm going to go into my inventory now before, after I've stopped buying, and then we're going to see at the end of this how much I have left, or how much I've used up. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on a no-buy for, I want to say 6 months, just like planning ahead for 6 months, but really I want to go on a no-buy for until I can save enough money to get my own apartment. So I did live on my own. If you haven't followed me for a while, I moved out, gosh, when was that? The August or September before last, so it was almost a year and a half ago. I moved on my own, like close by to where my parents live, and then I accepted a job in a different state, quite far away, like 7-8 hours away, and I lived there for about 6 months, and then I came back here. So I have old videos in the same the same room, just because I moved back in with my mom. So I'm going to try to get my own apartment, and I'm trying to go back to the same place. I know it's probably TMI, but trying to go back to the same place that I was, and they have 2 bedrooms available right now. Like, they have 3 units available right now. I don't have enough money to do it like right this second, so I'm hoping that before they go away or get rented to somebody else, I'm hoping that I can get in and get those, because I want to have a separate room for filming and everything, just so I can keep it set up all the time. Because this is really annoying to have to make sure everything in the background is straight and have a space. This is all cluttering the background with my my yarn and everything. So I'm going to have that in the same room too, but I'm going to have just one wall where I can film on and be okay. Because in that first apartment that I lived in, it was a 1-bedroom. I didn't have, I don't know, it was just difficult. And in the living room, there was nowhere for natural lighting, really, because it had a patio or a balcony door which had some natural light coming in, but then behind that was open to the dining room and the kitchen, so I couldn't really, it doesn't really work. So, and then of course the bedroom, it was tiny, so I had the whole wall was taken up by the bed, whole wall was taken up by the heater, so I couldn't do anything on that. So I'm hoping I can get a second bedroom and just put all my filming stuff, all of my yarn, craft supplies, that kind of stuff in there, and then just have the rest of it be normal instead of trying to do everything in the living room. So yeah, again, that's probably TMI, but just this is where I'm coming from, is why I need it. And I'm going to start full-time at my job on May 7th. So about a week from when I'm filming this, you're probably going to see this a couple days from now. So it'll be very soon by the time this is uploaded. So by then I'm going to have enough money to pay rent and stuff, but I just need to save on the front end for the deposit and furniture, because I didn't really have any furniture at my old place, so I need to get some. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to save about $2,000 to do all that, so I can pay for some smaller furniture. And what else? Oh, the electric deposit and the internet and all that kind of stuff, just so I can have enough. Oh, so right now, yeah, I wanted to save $2,000. Right now I have a little over $300, just because I was part-time, and you can't really save much when you're part-time. And I'll be making more per hour when I get full-time versus when I'm part-time. So my paychecks will pretty much double, so hopefully I'll be able to save more. And then also pay down some debt. I mentioned this in my vision board video. I'll link that below. But I just need to pay off my credit card and some of my student loan. So I'll try to do that at the same time. Maybe it'll work. I'm not sure. So anyways, I'm going to try to not buy any makeup for at least until I get an apartment. I'd like to go for 6 months. I mean, even if I move in 2 months, I don't want to spend, move in and then spend all my money on makeup and then, not be able to buy food and stuff. So I just don't trust myself with that. So I'm going to try to just not buy anything and then like pay off my credit card and pay off everything so that I can just use actual money instead of putting stuff on a credit card. But anyways, you know, all that logical stuff. So I'll update this every month like I was doing and let you know kind of how much I've saved and put it into perspective how much I spent, because I actually went through, I have a spreadsheet of all my makeup and all of my empties, and then also my hauls and stuff I destashed, so I can keep track of what I've had and how much I've spent, how much I've used up. And on the spreadsheet you can like click on a row and it'll add it up for you. I did that this morning and it was well over $750 that I've bought this year. So I mean, some of that was gift cards, but still that's a lot, so I need to dial it down a ton. So now onto my inventory. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about the categories and then show you, like I'll just edit in pictures. I'll do like a flat lay of all the products in each category just so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's not just me talking about a bunch of numbers. You can actually see what the products are and how many are there and everything. So I'm going to go through, I've got my face, eyes, and lips products. In this video I'm only talking about makeup, like in regards to specific products. But I'm going to try to do the no-buy thing for skincare and hair care, which I don't keep that many backups of skincare and hair care, so I may end up needing to buy something from those, but I'm only going to do that if I absolutely like run totally out of like cleanser or shampoo or something. So this inventory is as of April 30th, so on my last purchase, oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. These might go up because I get Petit Vour boxes. But they usually only have like one makeup product in them, so that won't be too much. So I guess I'll put a note each month if I can get something from Petit Vour. So yeah, I was looking at a box that's laying here, so I remembered that. But anyway, so I'm going to talk about my face products. So I have 52 face products in total. And then I'll just go through each category. And I wrote down on this sheet of paper, I put down like the total for each like face, eyes, and lips, and then I have the total in each like subcategory, if you will. This is like really, really anal, but I'm going with it. And then I put if I think I'm going to be able to get through 6 months with what I have or not. And then I also put an estimate of how many that I can use up in 6 months. Okay, so I'm going to go through these like this, talking over. I was going to put clips over, but it wasn't working, so we're going to do it like this. Sorry if it's shaking. If I touch the desk, it shakes because it's leaning against the desk. Oh well. We're making do with what we got. So I have 3 face primers. I am fairly certain these are going to last me for the whole 6 months, but they may not. So, I mean, if each one can last me at least 2 months, then I think we'll be okay. And I think I might be able to use up at least 2, if not all of them. And I have 6 foundations, so I put the button wide ones on different sides because this one's a backup and I didn't want to forget which one it was. So I think I'm going to be able to use up maybe, I would say 2 or 3 of these. Definitely the powder foundation. If I use it for like a couple weeks straight, it'll be gone. It goes super fast, and I already have hit pan on it. And then this is my project pan, so hopefully I'll be able to use that up. But other than that, I think I'll be good. I have 9 concealers, so these 2 are like the Kat Von D ones and the ColourPop ones are the same. They're just different shades. So I am going to be good on these. Definitely, I'm not going to run out anytime soon, and I might be able to use up 3. I know definitely use up this one because there's not much product left in it, and probably this one since it's in my project pan, and then maybe the darker Kat Von D one because I use that quite a bit, especially if I'm using the powder foundation. I'll put this over any spots that need more coverage than a powder foundation will do, and then I just put it over it and it works well. So yeah, then I don't know about these ColourPop concealers. I still am not sure how I feel about them 100%, but I have figured out how to use them without creasing, so that's a plus. Then I have 6 face powders. So these two are loose. It's the Kat Von D one if you can't read the top of it, and this is the Tarte one. It's in my project pan. Most of it's gone already. And then I have a backup of the Physicians Formula one. So I am definitely not going to run out of these, I don't think. Hopefully not. I used to go through powder really fast, but now I'm kind of toning it down some. And yeah, these two are in my project pan. So I want to use them up before then, but hopefully I will. And I'll definitely probably use up this one because this is the powder I use the most. And I have 5 setting sprays. This is the most I've ever had. So I use them up pretty quick though. Like I've gone through quite a few of these Wet n Wild ones. My favorite at the moment is the Milani one. So I think I'll probably be able to use up at least 4 of these, if not all of them, if I use them every day, because I've been not using them lately. I don't know. This one's halfway used up, and this one, it's not really halfway. What about this one? That one's kind of halfway, I think. And for blushes, I have 8, so I am including things that were in other palettes. So like this one, I'm counting this as a blush, as 1 blush and 1 bronzer. And then these 2 are from the Lunatic palette. And this one's a cream blush, and yeah. So I'm definitely going to be good. I'm not going to run out of these anytime soon. It'll be a miracle if I even use one of them. So, I mean, I hope I can use up the Milani one that's in my project pan. And I want to focus on this Juice Beauty one just because I'm paranoid about cream products drying out or going bad on me. And I probably need to use this one up too. This one is really old. It's the Wish blush. Yeah, this was discontinued a long time ago. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use them up or not because there's a lot. Started to go crazy there because I thought I lost a highlighter, but I forgot that I had one in my Z palette. So I have 8 highlighters, and I think I'm going to be able to use one of them up. Hopefully I can use this one up and maybe another one. I'm not sure. I have hit pan in that, and I have hit pan, I forgot that I did until just now, in the Thunderstruck from Kat Von D. These 2 little ones are from the Lunatic palette. This one is ColourPop S'il Vous Play. So yeah, I really like this one. It's probably my favorite. Hopefully I don't run out of it. I haven't used that much of it yet. This one, I don't know. I just call it a highlighter because it's like a lighter shade in a contour palette, but it's not really a highlighter. I don't know. Definitely good on those. I'm not going to run out. And I do have shades in eyeshadow palettes that I use as highlighter too. Just so I don't have to pull out another product. I can just use whatever I have open. I started out with everything all straight and nice, and now it's not. Sorry. Okay, so I have, how many bronzers? 7 contours / bronzers. I don't use them interchangeably. I'm just grouping them in their own, like, category together. So I have the Butter Bronzer, the Wet n Wild Bronzer, this one from that e.l.f. palette, this contour from the e.l.f. contour palette, this one that I use as a bronzer. It's not really a contour shade. And then I have 2 contour-ish shades from the Lunatic palette. Definitely have enough of these to last a while. I go through bronzer pretty fast, but I have 4 products I can use for bronzer, so I should be okay for 6 months. And I think I might be able to use up one of these. I'm not sure which one yet. And I am saying that I'm not saying that how many that I want to use up. I'm saying that how many I think I'll be able to use up, because I'm curious to see the numbers before and after the no buy. So and then for eyes, I have 41 total, and well, 41 total, not including each individual shade in eyeshadow palettes, but if I was going to include each individual shade, it would be 125. So I have 3 eye primers. This is a glitter glue. I'm just including it in here because it's kind of a primer. And I'm thinking I might be able to use up this Milani one. I don't know, it's been going forever. And for lash glues, I only have one. This is the Duo Dark Brush On Adhesive. I'm not going to be able to use that up. I know I think I'm giving up on false lashes, but in case I want to wear them, I have it. And for cream eyeshadows, I have 3. They're all in stick format. So these 2 Milani ones and the e.l.f. one. Hoping to use up, I might be able to use up one if I try, but I probably won't. I've had this one in a project pan, and these 2 are in my makeup one to use up, but they're not going very fast. And I have 3 liquid shadows, these Stila Glitter and Glow ones. So I'm probably not going to, these are going to last me, obviously. I'm not going to use them every day, but I'm probably not going to use any up either. I just have them in case I want to do glitter. And then 4 mascaras. This Urban Decay Perversion one is open, and these 3 are not. It's the Pacifica Stellar Gaze, the Positions Formula Killer Curves, and the e.l.f. Eye Enhancing. So definitely have enough of these. I go through them about every 2 months or so, so I should be right at about 6 months with all these. And I have 4 brow products. So I have this Anastasia Dip Brow in Taupe. This has lasted me forever. It is not drying out at all. Knock on wood that it lasts me, because once I run out of my pencils, I'll be using this every day. And I have the Ash Taupe pencil and then the regular taupe. I don't really like the regular taupe, so I'll just use it to, like, in conjunction with this dip brow, just so I can get use out of it. Because if I'm filling in my entire brows with it, I want the Ash Taupe one. And this is the ColourPop Brow Gel. I only have 3 eyeliners. These are all liquid. And I have the Ulta Wet n Wild and an e.l.f. The e.l.f. one is not open yet. I'm just going to focus on these 2. And then once I use probably both of them up, I'm going to open the e.l.f. one. Oh, and I said mascaras already. I probably have enough brow products, and then I definitely have enough liners. I'm perfectly fine going without eyeliner, but I like using them every now and then. And for single shadows, I have 12. So I have this little. This is a full size, like, that you can buy. It's a powder eyeshadow, and then or like a loose eyeshadow, I mean. And then I have singles, which are just these, like, this is a palette and this is the highlighter. So this one and these 2 are Makeup Geek, and the rest of them are ColourPop. Definitely not going to run out of any of those anytime soon, just because I have a bunch of other palettes. I've got quite a few palettes here. I have 8. Well, that's not really a lot. So the e.l.f. Prism palette. The e.l.f. Mad for Matte. Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. e.l.f. Christian Siriano. And the Shan XO palette that I'm trying to pan. And the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner. I've showed this quite a few times. then the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar. I'm hoping to use up at least 5, especially from the Shaaanxo palette, just so I can get more use out of it and finish it up for the end of the year, because 6 months is going to be like at the end of October. And in all of those palettes, I have 8 palettes and a total of 92 eyeshadows in the palettes. Now lip products, I have 34 total. So for classic, like bullet style lipsticks, I have 6. I forgot to include this one. I'm counting this as one. So I have the Kat Von D one, Wet n Wild. This is an e.l.f. This is Lunatic, and this one is Anastasia. This e.l.f. one I'm counting as just one because it's like 2 little mini, tiny baby size. And they're meant to be like worn together and mixed and stuff anyways. So maybe I'll be able to use one of those up. I'm not sure. I just haven't been that keen on cream lipsticks lately. I usually use liquids. And then I have 15 liquid lipsticks. They're kind of all over the place. Definitely not going to run out of those. Hopefully I can use up at least 2, or should be able to use up at least 2. I keep saying I want to be able to. I should be able to. Because these 2 Kat Von D ones are the oldest ones that I have, and they are running out. I'm scraping this Lolita 2 to get product out of it, and this Lolita is getting old too. And then for lip balms, I have 4. The only ones that I can find are these 3. I had one in my purse, but I cannot find it for the life of me. It just, like, my purse ate it somewhere. So these are all from Pacifica. I might be able to use up 2 of them. Just because I kind of bounce back and forth. I don't really particularly like any of these flavors, so yeah. I'll bounce back and forth, maybe use up at least 2 of them. All 3 would be nice, but at least 2. And then for tinted lip balms, I have 5. So these 2 Pacifica ones and this e.l.f. one are SPF, and these 2 are just normal. So I don't think I'll be able to use up any of those unless I go outside a lot and I want SPF, then I'll be able to use those up. Actually, I probably should use these Pacifica ones up because the expiration date is quite soon on this one. Well, it's not really soon, it's like less than a year. I'm not sure if I wanted to count this one or not. It's a lip palette, but it is part of the Shaaanxo palette. I think I'm not going to include that one just because I'm not going to worry about using it up. And I don't want to like focus on it or anything. So yeah, that is everything. Okay, so total for everything, if I'm not including the individual shadows, it's 126. But if I am, it's 210. So I'm going to add up how many I think I'll be able to use up and see what that number is. So the number that I think I'm going to be able to use up is 36. So that'll bring it down to less than 100 total products. So that would be really awesome. I'm just going to show you or tell you what my highest numbers were, just in case you were wondering. So I had the most products ever. I think, like, even before I started doing this, I didn't have this many. And I had total 358 products in my collection in May 2015. And then the lowest I've ever had was 73 this past August, because I did a huge declutter. The most face products that I ever had was also in May 2015. I had 70, and now I have 52, so I don't keep that many face products. And then for eyes, the most I ever had was in June 2015. I had 112. And then for lips, the most I ever had was May 2015 also, and I had 177 lip products, like lipsticks. I actually had lip glosses at that point. I had, I don't think I had quite started getting into liquid lipsticks then. But I had like colored lip balms, I had all the NYX butter glosses, all that crap. So yeah, I'm glad that my number is now almost a third of what it was at the highest point. So again, I'll update on this every month or so. Hopefully maybe every month I can get around to doing it and let you know where I am if I've used up anything. Also, I mean, I'll still do my empties and everything, but I'll just kind of do that separate from this. But those products will still be my empties. So I'll update you on the numbers and everything, and also my progress on how much I'm saving. And I'd be interested to know if you're trying to do something like this, or if you know of anybody else who's doing this. I know Thrifty Beauty page, she's doing the makeup rehab thing where she's being like really conscious of how much she's spending every month. So she's like still buying stuff though. She's not like on a strict no buy. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions, suggestions, anything at all. And I don't think I'm going to declutter anything else, just because I've already gone through everything like 3 times. And so I don't think that decluttering will be a factor into this. Hopefully it's not. I'll try not to declutter anything. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And give it a thumbs up if you thought it was interesting. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.